Hey friends, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. So I want to come to you today with a little motivation and encouragement and reach out to say that I see you and I acknowledge you and I appreciate you. So my intention is to share about change and how to facilitate change in your life. So there are 4 phases of change: pre-contemplation, contemplation, action, and maintenance. This thing's all cookie. Okay, so what we usually see on Instagram and Facebook, keep slipping over. Hold on, shit, is the maintenance phase. We see people that are already transitioned, or we see these 2 parallel figures of the pre-contemplation phase, which is the before picture, and then the maintenance phase, which is the after. Rarely do we see the places in between. So right now, I am in my action phase of life. And hold on a second. Cookie, come. My action phase of life. So what does that mean? I have for 24 years been in my contemplation phase about going and climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. And it was something that I wanted to do ages and ages ago. And then I just kind of stopped contemplating it because it didn't fit in my life. And then a friend of mine wrote this book, actually a couple books, actually 4 books or 5 books, Rosanne. I'll give you her book links later. But in the book, she's talking about how to be a badass of your life. And she's telling the story of how she went to Kilimanjaro. And suddenly, a light switch went on for me, where I'm like, I can do that? And that's what she encourages us all to do. But it took like over 20 years of thinking about something and dreaming about something before everything aligned just perfectly to say, you know what, now is the time. And so we all have these things in our life that we are maybe in a contemplation phase about doing. And it could be about starting an exercise program, writing a book, taking salsa lessons, or after watching the Super Bowl, maybe you want to take belly dancing. So I want to, 1, remind you that everybody's in a phase, right? All of life is a series of phases of darkness and light, and phases within the moon, phases within our moon cycle. Everything's in a phase. So you want to make sure that you're not comparing yourself when you are in your pre-contemplation phase to somebody else's maintenance phase. That maybe you were just at the starting line, getting ready to go out on an adventure. That you don't want to waste or spend too much time looking at other people who have crossed the finish line. Only look long enough for it to inspire you to come back to you and to remember what it is that you want to do with your one wild and wonderful life. So to sum that up, there are 4 phases of change. Pre-contemplation is when the thought's not even there. Contemplation is when we start thinking about something. And you can think about things for a really long time. And then the action. And the action is when we get moving, we get going, we get out on the trails, we start doing our work. And then the maintenance is really that phase where the ball is rolling and we just keep going. So I want to encourage you to take time to consider the things that you want to do in your life and to honor whatever phase you are in right now, for whatever reason that is. You could be in your chrysalis moment where the silky case of your skin is wrapped tight around you and you are preparing to turn yourself into something brand new so you can fly and soar.